Is it weird that I want to smell good for Caitlin Clark in my podcast?
What up, everybody, and welcome to the FB and Goob Show. I am FB.
And I'm the Goob.
And tonight's show is dedicated to the first person to ever stick their eyes into the Good Time Tavern and see it for all its glory. Clay and his beautiful wife, Jody. We lost Clay. He has moved on to the next realm, but will always be loved. So we dedicate it to Clay tonight. How's the Goob?
The Goob is, well, I mean, look at me. I'm wearing a goddamn Rams jersey. I lost a bet. I mean, everything's terrible, but I'm excited. There's lots of things to talk about.
Is that an Eric Dickerson jersey?
Oh, it's very.
I mean, if you're going to wear a Rams jersey, do it in style, my friend. Look at those lines on the side. That's classic. That's classic.
It came with the headband, too. It's ridiculous.
That's unbelievable. Everything you buy comes with a headband the same color. That's unbelievable. I don't know how you do that. That's amazing. I'm not going to do that because I look like a band roll-on, like a deodorant if I wear a bandana.
Well, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, I'm not doing it.
Should I tell you about what we're going to talk about after what we talk about? Because we are going to talk about some really awesome things. We've got dope rookies in the NFL. We've got so bad teams in the NFL. We got a bunch of other stuff, but we'll start with there is still just one thing in the playoffs.
We got NASCAR in the playoffs, and we're down to 12. I think that is the key thing to realize here. We could talk all day about how Kyle Larson dominated Bristol. We could. I mean, he just dominated. I think every time I looked up, it was like, well, there's the 5 car in the lead again. Not a good day for Kyle Reddick. I'm glad the short track is out of the way because we didn't do very well. We like in the middle of the pack the whole race. I was like, that's not good. But no, we did lose. Martin Truex Jr. sadly gone. I believe he's retiring this year. So to Martin Truex Jr., see you later, buddy. The kid that stole it from Kyle Busch, the young Mr. Harrison Burton, he's gone. Just a waste of space in the thing, It's like, God damn it. Brad Keselowski out of there and Ty Gibbs. So 4 gone. We move on. I'm excited for the next race. We start the next little series. All I can happily say is Reddick is in 3rd place. And
right. All right. So let me just jump in real quick and just ask you a quick question.
Okay.
There's got to be a couple favorites right now, and I know you're behind them. Do you think is it a done deal, or you have an easy chance to move up into
the next stage?
To the winning
4?
We still have a lot of races, right?
We have a lot of races left. He's been the most consistent driver all year long. Reddick, that is. Larson's been probably the most dominating driver. That's just in winning and just dominating races. But Reddick has been the most consistent. That's why he won the end of the year or the end of the regular season prior to the playoffs, season championship, basically. He was the number 1 guy going in. Do I think he can make it to the top 4 just with what he's done this year? Consistent-wise, yeah, I do. I think we can get there. Do we need to win a race? No. Would it be nice?
Do we have a big 4 then? You will look at college football and you see like Alabama, Georgia, blah blah blah. Is there a big 4 that's definitely gonna move on to like?
Not in the same aspect as you say. Alabama, Ohio State, Georgia.
No voters are involved, huh?
No, there's big teams. So Reddick is not part of it. In my mind, Michael Jordan, Denny Hamlin is not a team comparable to, say, Penske or, say, Roush or Gibbs or Hendricks Motor. There's your dominant. Hendricks Motor. 1 and 4 are Hendricks. I think another one is right down there somewhere. He's got 3 in the top 7. Penske's got a couple in the top. Where Reddick sits with the team he has with Jordan and Hamlin, A very impressive year. Do we have a big four? No, I don't think so. I think it changes every year. That's the thing. NASCAR can be so up and down. If Reddick comes back next year and has the same kind of performance, and Wallace can get himself in that thing, then I think that Michael Jordan Hamlin team starts to put itself into contention with the Gibbs, Hendricks. But
Fair
right
enough.
now, Hendricks, that's your dominant. If the last race comes along and it's Byron, Bowman, Larson, I'm not going to be shocked. You know, I wouldn't be like, oh, look, all three Hendricks cars.
So next week's Kansas, do we have a chance?
Reddick is a dominant racer at Kansas, so I can almost see within the next 3 races, Reddick winning one of the races. I do stand by that. If anybody is watching who watches NASCAR, if Tyler Reddick doesn't win one of the next 3 races,
fill your
I'll be
FanDuel
kinda shocked.
racers with Reddick next week.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Reddick, I believe, has won Kansas, so
Excellent.
or has had a good finish at Kansas. Once again, it's all about consistency right now. He's in the top 3. If he can continue to stay in the top 4 or 5, he's going to be fine. So I can't wait. But like I said, Larson dominated Bristol. If he comes back to Kansas, shit, we're in trouble. Man. Listen, the only sport to talk about is NFL.
It's all football, baby.
It's all football. I'll
let you go first because the Packers triumphed.
What a performance. All around. But Matt LaFleur's game plan with Malik Willis is probably the most impressive thing. I want to say the defense to me is the most impressive thing the last couple of weeks, but I also have to be reminded that we played the Colts and the Titans. It humbles you a little bit knowing you played those 2 teams. And then when you did play a good team, you lost. So, but the defense has improved on a week-to-week basis, and I'm very impressed. I think all last season, the Packers had 7 interceptions, and we have 8 interceptions as we speak today. So we've already passed last year's mark. It's game 3. So that alone for me is, I think we had 8 sacks against the Titans. So, I mean, that's a lot of sacks, you know?
Yeah, so, I really had not a lot of questions with the Packers. I mean, they played a couple shitty teams. I agree. But your defense is like pretty much unbelievable. Takeaways left and right. Is that sustainable? I mean, is this team fast
as you play better teams, as in Detroit, and as better scheme teams, as probably the Vikings, and you know, does it sustain? Probably not to the same level, no. But the offense being able to win the last 2 games with, once again, the guy we traded for like a couple weeks ago, who was tossed aside by the Tennessee Titans, who we
is he going to beat the Vikings? That's all I really care about.
I told you Love would be back for the Vikings game because it's a rival game or it's a division game. I still think Love is going to be back for the division game. I think that was always the plan. I think getting through the Colts and the Tennessee game without putting Love on the field was probably the most important thing we did. To either win one of those 2 games was probably going to be awesome. For Malik Willis to come out and have the performance he did in both games, especially the performance against the Titans with 2 in the air and 1 on the ground and 73 yards and 202 yards, only 2 incompletions. Now, remember this. He was like 18 for 20 or 19 for 21 for 203 yards and 2 touchdowns. And once again, we beat the Titans. But
I mean, honestly, as good as you guys have been playing and as good as the Vikings have been playing, I think your game next week is very interesting. Can you crush Sam Darnold, or does he right? You know what I mean? Like, this is like a huge stepping stone for both you guys.
Right. Can the Packers defense that has been just annihilating teams and stealing the ball, can we humble and bring Sam Darnold back to earth?
Back down to earth.
Right, where he actually lives 98% of the time. Normally, Sam Darnold is a 32 interception a year guy, not a 17 touchdown in a 3-week period of time. So, I don't know. We will see. I do find it to be the most interesting game. I do think it's a game Jordan Love will come back. as much as I thought the Packers game was interesting, I thought that Rams-Niner game was just as interesting.
And I listened to about 19 hours of talk radio after that game, and it is phenomenal how much information you can find out about how bad your team is after a loss.
Sure.
Which is good. It's good. We like to know that.
That's how you fix it.
How do we fix this? It's a very good question. Like, honestly, right now we take our $700 million that we gave to Trent. I need an IV every other series because I sat out the preseason. And Nick Bosa, I look like if TJ Watt was like drunk and passed out trying to rush the passer. And let's see here. Who's the other guy we paid a bunch of money to? I don't know. Hargrave, he's hurt. Pretty much everyone we paid money to is
Hargrave's gone for the season, correct?
Yeah, that was a big loss.
That's a huge loss.
Torn bicep.
Yeah, what's that?
He wasn't really doing much with it anyway. I bet we could find somebody for cheaper, to be honest with it.
Well, you had big plans for him.
Looked terrible. Somehow we let the Rams win in LA, which is a home game. Our special teams are definitely to blame. Ronnie Bell. If anyone's a Ronnie Bell fan out there, please shut your ears for the next 2 seconds. I was at the bar at the Good Time Tavern, great place to watch games. And every time I looked up at the screen, it was Ronnie Bell wide open. And then he'd like volleyball spike the ball to the turf. That I was very confused about. And that last drive where we could use like 30 yards and kick the field goal would have been helpful too. But he did that the whole game. So Ronnie Bell needs to die. Sorry.
Maybe Ronnie Bell's a Rams fan.
Maybe Ronnie. Well, maybe it's possible. He's like from Oklahoma or something. Anyway, doesn't matter. Yes, the Niners have serious problems. I did get my Dominic Pooney jersey though, so maybe that'll turn everything around. That's what I'm thinking.
Well, okay, so now let's look at the real facts. Christian McCaffrey gone till when?
He's in Germany, pretending he's Will Smith or something.
Okay. Probably not a good thing to pretend to be, but whatever.
Sure.
And then Debo is he in Germany with him?
He's healthy enough to do podcasts.
Oh, I just got out of the hospital on Sunday morning. I'm doing a podcast today.
Hell yeah, ready to go.
So it's not that doesn't that doesn't stop you. Who else is gone? Kittle's gone. So when you ask a mediocre quarterback to go out there with his one weapon, Jennings, and then his B team and Bell, C team, I guess. Bell is a C. Is he a C? Third round. Is he third stringer? And then Ayuk, who's not playing very well because he held out for all that money.
Bottom line, if our rookie receiver wouldn't have got shot in the chest trying to save humanity, then we'd have won this game. So yeah, Niners.
I think he was just trying to keep his Rolex. That's all he was trying to do.
Yeah, whatever. It's fine. Yes, we have serious problems. What do you want me to say?
You're an injured team with two players that didn't show up for the whole preseason.
Yeah, there's nothing we have to seriously worry about. I mean,
No.
we get the Patriots next week. If we lose, then we'll revisit this conversation. But I think we'll be all right.
If you lose and Seahawks beat the Lions, you go 1-3. Seahawks go 4-0.
We're undefeated.
One team's going to come out of your division.
Right in a row. I think we might have 3 home games in a row. So we got get right time right now.
Get right time. I like it.
Yep.
4-2.
That's right.
4-2.
Yeah, I mean, we like some teams skip the off season. Other teams like the Bills and the Chiefs actually like prepared apparently.
Yeah, very well. Yeah, got rid of one guy, changed their whole team. Guy went to another team, changed their whole team. It's weird, huh?
They should say Stephon Diggs.
Should say Stephon Diggs. Next topic, but it's not the next topic because you talk about the Niners could go 4-2, get the things right, get back home. 3 games at home. We had a lot of teams 0-2 this week. They righted the ship.
The Rams, we let them back.
The Rams, they got to win. The Ravens,
which we knew was going to happen.
I was either, yeah, it was either that or what's going on in Baltimore. And then the question is, what's going on in Dallas then? Is Mike still got that job?
I mean, we got to talk about the Cowboys, and I got to think of Cowgirls is fun.
Well, how about we talk about this? We got our loss this week from the Cowboys. Ravens get their win. The Giants also get their first win this week. Take down Cleveland, who is just a train wreck of a football team. When they lose to
all my Browns, by the way.
Yeah, I got Nick Chubb sitting on the bench. I'm thinking to myself, is it even worth keeping this guy to see what happens? I mean, it's a train wreck. But okay, so now the Giants get their first win against Cleveland. And now Dallas goes to the Giants. What if the Giants get their second win? Does Mike McCarthy still keep his job?
Hey, man, if Daniel Jones and Malik Nabers end up being the new, Montana to Rice, then Dallas is in serious trouble. Because, like you said before, the Giants do have a defense if the offense would let them take a break every once in a while.
Sure. The Giants have, we've said before, a lot of young talent. They just have to. They haven't lost any of those guys. They're all on rookie contracts.
They just run them out on the field. Get back on the field.
Get back on the field. So Devin Singletary played well. I heard you have a fantasy insider on the rookie running back taking Singletary's spot, but Singletary still played well. So how long can Mike McCarthy last? Just saying, if the Giants, with your Montana to Rice connection in Daniel Jones and Malik Nabers.
I guess it's more like an Eli to Odell Beckham.
Okay, that's better. I like Eli to Odell Beckham. That's way better than Montana to Rice.
Yeah.
And then Daniel Jones is one of the players in that sentence. What the fuck are you talking about?
True that. Good call, FB. True you are, true you are.
Yeah, I'm having a tough one there. So I don't know. But Giants also now have a chance to go 4-2 because they got a win.
You know what? Yeah.
Who else did we have get a win that was 0-2?
Well, there was a bunch of shitty teams that got wins. I mean, the Raiders looked like they should move back to Oakland after losing at home to the Red Raider Dalton-led Carolina Panthers.
They killed the Raiders.
Oh, smoked them. So that was shocking. I mean, that was shocking.
There's another 0-2 getting a win. Panthers.
Denver winning at Tampa Bay was shocking. Giants beating the Browns, obviously.
The Colts.
Colts Bears. They gave Caleb every opportunity to win a game by himself.
Every opportunity to win a game by himself.
And he floppy-legged it all over the place.
Okay, so now here you go.
Yeah.
I have spent the last, I think, day and a half. And this has plagued me. Is this a mirror of last year's quarterback draft situation? Because what I watched last night from Jaden Daniels and the Redskins, I watched a young man who was capable of playing professional football at a high level, being counted on and trusted to throw the ball on 4th and 6 one point in time. And they were winning. So I was like, punt the ball down and just put the defense back on the field. Nope, we're going for it on 4th and 6. I was like, okay, whatever you do. You got to do what you got to do. Jaden Daniels.
Wait, I got business cards. Jaden Daniels, Commander.
Yeah. Because Caleb Williams looks terrible.
Mr. Flock Feet, all over the place. And Jaden Daniels either throws it or he takes off. Like, he makes a decision within very quickly.
Well, that's the most important thing about playing pro football as a quarterback, right? Quick decision making. Not holding on to the ball too long because you don't get that much time because you'll get sacked.
Oh, yeah. Hold the ball for a second. See what happens.
Yeah, dead. Look at Caleb Williams. He's already getting sacked 26 times. How much of that is him holding on to the ball too long? How much, you know what I mean? The offensive line sucks. 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. Caleb, throw the fucking ball.
I think
What are
we
you
got to
looking
give
for?
some credit to Cliff Kingsbury in Washington, the OC for the Commanders. He's doing a great job of putting
Sure.
Daniels in a great place, which is funny because didn't the Bears? I feel like
The Bears did all this crazy stuff to put Caleb Williams in a good place.
they had Kingsbury too, and they were like, "Nah, we're cool."
Yeah, we're cool. No, I'm just saying though, but the Bears have also done a lot to put this young man in a good place by surrounding him with all this offensive talent and doing all this stuff and giving him the keys to the car and kissing
All
his
right,
ass.
you see whispers. Do you think? What do you think by the end of the year? Does he look good or is he looked benched?
I don't see much improvement. I see a mirror of what happened last year. Bryce Young was terrible. CJ Stroud was excellent. They missed by one pick. We get to the next year. Caleb Williams is a bum. Daniels is the man. And the Bears missed it by just one pick.
Crazy, right?
Crazy.
One pick and a bunch of draft picks.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah,
That's what I'm just that's where I'm that's
I
where I'm
think
at
we
with that.
covered it. I think we're good.
Yeah, I didn't get to see much of it this weekend because I was in the hospital, but I know there was some college football
There was.
played this week. So I
Yeah,
guess we can next topic this and go college football.
sure. Yeah. No, I mean, I usually do
Where's your
like
little sign at? God damn it, let's not
I
confuse these
usually
people.
do the Heisman guys, the
Yes.
guys pumping up. And honestly, not a lot of stuff.
I
I mean,
mean,
Jackson Dart from Mississippi was impressive. They've got a tough game next week. But honestly, besides Cam Ward in Miami, it was all about the running backs for me. Tennessee went to Oklahoma and just used two battering rams to smash Oklahoma. Love those guys. And then your boys, Ohio State, had Junkins
he's good.
and your other feller.
Yeah,
And
the
you guys,
guy, I think the senior or junior. Junkins is good.
yeah, and you guys popped up on the old Heisman race, so
Did we?
it was fun to see that
Nice.
on my Heisman. It's early, they don't
Oh,
release the
we
votes
haven't
for.
even played. Next week is the start of Big Ten football, right?
That's right. Got some big games next week. I mean, you're at Michigan State. I think the spread's like 40.
Yeah, right. Michigan State's not the same powerhouse they used to be.
No, they are not.
They'll be tougher than Marshall, though.
They should be.
They should
Yeah,
be.
I believe their running defense is one of the best in the nation when they
Oh,
play Southeastern Michigan and Canada, South, and all the other teams.
guess we're just gonna have to throw the football then.
Nah, well, I mean, we'd like to see you throw the ball once. You haven't had to do that yet.
No, we've been running a lot, but I think the receivers are ready to go. I would assume. And the one kid's a freshman, the other kid's a fifth-year senior, and he's just been sitting behind Marvin Harrison Jr. and Garrett Wilson and everybody else for the last 5 years. He's ready to go.
That's funny. The receiver we transferred from Ohio State, Julian Fleming,
Yeah.
one catch, 45 yards. That's it.
Nice.
He's garbage. But we did put up Penn State put up our school record in yards, 720 some yards against poor Kent State.
Kent State.
Yeah,
Kent
man.
State's had it bad ever since,
Dude, they're the team that lost the week before to Tennessee, like 74-0.
Oh wow.
And that's where shit gets interesting. Because Tennessee looks like a for real deal. I want to see them play like the good SEC teams. Like they just
that'll be coming up soon, right?
went to Oklahoma and won.
Right.
You don't go to Boomer Sooner a lot of times and get the win.
Victory. No,
So, yeah.
I'm excited. Tennessee seems to be blowing out teams. Hey, 12 of us get to go now. So Tennessee, if they keep this up, they'll be going.
Right.
And then you have to play them in the championships or the playoffs.
Next week, we got Penn State at Illinois, 2 undefeated. We got Georgia, Alabama, which is versus 1. So that's the big game next week.
That's definitely the big game next week. Georgia versus Alabama. That's a huge game early in the year.
Because they're both going to get in anyway.
Now they will, yes. They'll both be, yeah.
It anyway.
Yeah. One will win this game, the other one will win the championship or some shit. Be ridiculous. They'll both get in at 1 and 7.
They're not as ridiculous as Shohei Ohtani.
No. Do you think it is possible right now? Do you think it is possible that Shohei Ohtani, if he just gets one good Reggie Jackson game?
Dude, did you see the game where you're 6 for 6 with 3 home runs and 3 stolen bases and 10 RBIs? Yeah, it's possible.
That's what I mean. If we can we get 60-60? If he's close enough, does he just put his samurai warrior mentality to it?
He can do it like by Saturday. I say yeah, but I mean, I don't think he's playing. Well, we never know. Baseball's getting weird. Dodgers might not.
I wouldn't be too excited about that. The Dodgers have a 2-game lead on the Padres with 5 games left to go, and we lost to the Padres tonight. So I don't see Shohei Ohtani taking any time off right now.
Not slow down.
Not slow down. How can he slow down? We're not even close to clinching.
You got no 5'11" cushion like the FB and Goob Show.
No 5'13" cushion like the FB and Goob Show. God damn it. No, we don't got that. We had that earlier on when we had the 8-game and the 7-game and the 6-game, but it got 5 and 4 and 3, and now it's 2, and they beat us tonight. And
now you got the Padres 2 more times. You know,
we got the Padres 2 more times. Oh, you'll be tied.
You just brought up some kid. He's like 7. He's probably like 13 years old from the Dominican. He throws like 104 miles an hour. Good luck, everybody.
Is that what we did?
Yeah, you just brought up some crazy kid.
Because we had no choice. Who we got left?
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
Kershaw. If we go into the postseason and Kershaw is once again our best pitcher, I'll just take this little pennant off the wall.
Pretty sure you cut him already. I'm going to just look.
Oh, no. There's no way. He's like somebody's grandson or something. I don't know.
All right. So you got that fun stuff. We have a little fun stuff in the wild card race. You know what I mean? We do have someone out of the Mets, Arizona, or Atlanta is not going to the playoffs.
Wow. That's how many? That's someone out of Arizona, the Mets, and who?
Atlanta.
That's all 3 of those teams were. Oh no, other than the Mets.
Yeah,
2 of those guys were in the playoffs last year.
So that's interesting. That's going to be a crazy little like late night series. And then the AL, we actually have 4 teams going for 2 spots.
Yeah, it's the same as last year, right?
Yeah, Detroit, KC, Minnesota. We get the whole AL Central. And then Julio down by the schoolyard decided to get on fire in September.
Oh, the Mariners?
We'll see what the Mariners can do, I guess.
Nice. And you said Detroit. Now Detroit's been. I got a kind of soft spot, kind of hoping Detroit's going to sneak in
there. Tonight with his 18th victory, he'll be Cy Young easy.
I got a little soft spot for Detroit. I'm hoping Detroit sneaks in.
Yeah, they definitely could.
Something that doesn't happen a lot is the Detroit Tigers. I'm a big Tom Selleck fan. Magnum PI was my jam. So somewhere deep inside my heart, I'm always going to be a Tigers fan because of Tom Selleck. He also played 1 game for the Detroit Tigers. And when you're just a Magnum PI guy, you just are. You just love the man with the mustache. So
yeah, they were dope in RBI baseball original too.
Oh, there you go. So see, even you, the Goob, has a soft spot in this heart for the Detroit Tigers.
We do.
Sparky Anderson all the way, baby. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, baby. Jim Leland, Sparky Anderson. We love those guys.
Right. All the way. You got anything else on baseball? I'm just biting my nails until the next 2 games are over.
I read all the grades for the year, and the Dodgers, Giants, and Pirates all sucked. So let's move on.
Yeah, I believe that. For as great as we were supposed to be. Yeah, I'll bite nails for the next 2 games. If we can just take 1 from the Padres, get up to 3, and then back to 2.
Yeah, right. No, this weekend will be fun in baseball. Check out the baseball this year.
Yeah, follow baseball for this weekend at least. If you're not just gonna follow Caitlin Clark and football, watch some baseball. Caitlin Clark tomorrow.
Yeah, Wednesday.
Okay. You got any performers of this good old week?
I was so excited to name Justin Simmons my performer of the week when he picked off Patrick Mahomes for the 6th time in his career. But then, of course, Mahomes went and won. So I'm going to go ahead and say that Will Johnson, the cornerback from Michigan, who saved the Wolverines' ass at USC with his second pick six of the year. This kid's the new Charles Woodson. Put him on the Heisman watch.
Oh, give me some Charles Woodson on the Heisman watch for sure.
Right. I hate Michigan. But go ahead. Your turn.
It'd be easy for me to say the Packers defense as a whole.
It would be.
It would be. My performers of the week are the nurses and the doctors at the Vallejo Kaiser and the ER at the Valley Care in Pleasanton for getting my ass out of a bad situation and putting me in a better place. Thank you guys. Here's this ices to you.
Hell yeah, I love nurses and shit.
So yeah, all those at the Vallejo Kaiser were very kind to me and treated me very well. And the ones at Pleasanton Valley Care dealt with me. So thank you very much. So shout out. Definitely my performers of the week. Baby. Yeah, definitely my performers of the week. What are you excited for next week there, Goob?
Oh man, this weekend gets super fun. We got SEC and Big 18 conference starting. Like I said, we got Penn State, Ohio State, Georgia, Alabama. We've got President's Cup. Oh, what else we got? We got wild card races going nuts. Yeah, we are Penn State. That's what I'm excited for.
That's too much, man. I don't know if the world can handle that much.
That's why I had to yell it all in the last second because we can't do that much podcasting.
No, hell no. I'm definitely excited for football and NASCAR playoffs. I'm excited to see if Caitlin Clark can even it at 1-1 tomorrow on Wednesday night. I'm excited to see what she's got for the Suns. And
a logo, baby.
Logo. And our new shirt design coming soon. Yes. So other than that, I'm FB.
Spread it out, people.
And that's the Goob.
I'm the Goob.
Peace. Later.